is Rashi Gaur, Global Consultant for Astrology, Numerology, Vastu and Feng Shui, and I'm going to be bringing to you your weekly predictions for the week of 13th of November. I hope you all had a lovely Diwali, and may Goddess Lakshmi and Lord Ganesha keep blessing you for the entire year to come and even for the next year. Now in this week's horoscope, we are going to be talking about Saturn or Shani, the planet of karma, going direct in Aquarius. For a lot of months, Shani has been in retrograde motion, and now that it is going direct, Shani going direct in Aquarius can actually bring a lot of benefits to a lot of people. So we are definitely going to be touching upon that. And before we begin this week's prediction, here's a special tip for you which I like to bring to you every week. And the special tip for this week is that this week starts with new moon on the 13th of November. New moon is a perfect day to make your manifestations, to set your intentions. So what is it that you should do? You should actually start writing your journal on the 13th of November and take a green color pen. Write with the green color pen, set your intention. Whatever it is that you want in your life, start by writing, I attract. For instance, I attract an income of X amount every month to myself. Write this 9 times. Thank the universe with gratitude. Thank the sun and thank the moon. And then continue this intention for the next 15 days until full moon. This is a wonderful way to start this new phase in your life. Aries. Mars, your ruling planet, goes into the 8th house. Here it is combust because it is very, very closely conjunct with Sun. What does this mean? See, 8th house is a tricky house, but not all is really negative because Mars and Sun are close friends, and when they come together, they bring a lot of power to that particular house. Your 8th house gets highlighted. While a lot of people think 8th house to be a negative house, 8th house is also the house of transformation. It is a house of deep knowledge, research, elevation, and this is a perfect time for you to go inwards to understand the deeper mysteries of life. Read, elevate yourself, focus on self-growth. This is not the week to rely on muscle power, which most Aries love to do. This is a time to rely on your mind power. So mind power over muscle power. 8th house is also the house of in-laws. So be very careful how you conduct yourself with in-laws. It is best to lie low. Don't get into any verbal discord or argument with your in-laws. And even avoid any sort of verbal disagreement with your family as well. Like I said, this is a week to focus on the energies and faculties of your mind rather than to focus on being volatile or to be argumentative. As far as the expenses are concerned, please do not invest into something big this week. It is a time to closely shut your purse and try not to spend on too many expenses. Other than that, focus a lot into learning something new. As far as Saturn is concerned this week, Shani, the planet of karma, like I said, is going direct, and it is going direct in your 11th house, and 11th house is a house of gains. So here Shani going direct will definitely bring a lot of gains into your life. For the next sign, Taurus. Well, there is a lot of enthusiasm and energy in your life this week. And this energy, the high-strung energy, is also going to be there in your marital life. So it is up to you how you use this high-strung energy. Do you want to use it for fun, laughter and enjoyment? Or do you want to use it for unnecessary arguments because you both disagree with each other? The choice is completely up to you. This is a week of many creative ideas, and trust you me, the kind of creative ideas that you're going to get this week, you can literally create magic in your professional life. So focus on that creative input that you can put into your work, focus on the magic that you can create, and stay away from ego and argumentative energy completely. And this is the way to move forward. This is a great week for investment. You can actually look at investment. There are a lot of opportunities going to be coming your way, and especially because Shani, Saturn, is actually going direct in your 10th house, which is a house of profession. It is really going to open a world of opportunities for you. Just make sure that in terms of your ego and your argumentative energies, or let's just say the high-strung energy that you're feeling, utilize it on constructive things rather than utilizing it on negative or destructive aspects of life. Do not get into the nitty-gritties of trying to win an argument, because it is really going to be a waste of time for you. Instead, focus on all the wonderful things that you can create for yourself this week. Go for the investments that you've been looking for. Go for that new opportunity that you've been looking for, because this is your week. Moving to the next sign, Gemini. Your ruling planet is Mercury, and in this particular week it is sitting in the 6th house. 6th house is basically the house of competition. It is also the house of illness energies coming to you. So you have to be a little particular, and especially pertaining to your stomach, your gut, your indigestion. Try and eat light so that you're able to get rid of any problems that you may be facing. The other thing is that competition can be there, yet you will have the power to come over the competition. Even if you're a student, whether you're working, whatever it is, as far as competition is concerned, you can beat the competition as long as you know how to strategize, how to focus on the right aspects. So put your mind's energies, and you do have a sharp mind, a very sharp acumen. Thinking, strategizing, analyzing is your strength. Do not let it run wild all over. Bring it together, strategize, be constructive in your thought process, and you can actually achieve a lot. For those of you who are already in a legal battle, let's say, this is a time when you can actually win over that battle. But if there is a chance of a legal battle coming up, or if you want to start something new, then this is not the time. Stay away from any kind of argument, any kind of legal aspect if you can, if it is bound to come into your life. The other thing is that all those of you who've been wanting to settle abroad, who've been wanting to travel abroad, this week is a perfect week for you to start initiating the process. If you were to really put together how this week is going to be for you, I would just tell you only one thing. Focus, focus, focus. Focus is the key for you this week. As far as Shani, Saturn, the planet of karma, is concerned, it finally starts to go direct in your 9th house. Shani going direct in the 9th house actually means that all of those little stagnant moments or little issues in life which have been holding you back are actually going to start moving away, and this is your time to be able to move forward in a far more confident and in a far more happier manner. You will see restrictions starting to go away from your life. For Cancer zodiac sign, well, there is a lot of fire within the Cancer zodiac sign this week, which means that you have the ability to think some really great thoughts. And especially for students, this is a great time to focus on your syllabus. Even all those of you who are not being able to decide what you want to pursue, perhaps this week is going to bring you the right direction. Just think creative, think out of the box, and this week can totally be your week. When it comes to romance, all those of you in a romantic relationship can experience a lot of passion this week. However, if you're not in a relationship, if you're wanting to pursue someone, be very careful of your forthcoming energy, because the other person can actually perceive you to be too bold and too forthcoming. The other thing is that even if you're socializing, you have to maintain the same thought process, because you could actually come across as too bold and people may feel uncomfortable in your company. For those of you who are married, this is a perfect week to expect some sort of gains through husband or in-laws. Perhaps a wonderful gift can come to you. Now, when it comes to your professional life, here you have to be careful, because Shani has started going direct in your 8th house. Shani, Saturn, the planet of karma, is watching your professional house. And the best way forward is the ethical way. Put your 100% into your work, and the more you give to the work, the more you're going to be rewarded by Shani. Shani is a very fair planet, and it is closely watching you. Whatever is your effort at work, whatever hard work that you put into your work, the dedication with which you work, you're going to be exactly rewarded by Shani accordingly. What do we have for Leo this week? As far as the Leos are concerned, This week's energy is going to be all about your home. Home is going to take center stage and home will expect a lot from you. No matter how hard you try, you will not be able to escape the responsibilities of home. So you may as well enjoy it. If you have the option of working from home, being closer to the home, being around the energies of the home, try and do that, because the more you give yourself to the energies of your home or your house, the attention that it requires from you, it could be your mother, it could be the members of the family, it could be the house itself, it could require renovation, it could require your attention in terms of whatever energies or elements are required. The more you bring yourself to those energies, given your 100% to your home, the more you will feel in a balanced state of being. And this is something that you have to understand for this particular week. And this is primarily the most important thing. It's okay to not be ambitious every once in a while. It is okay to give your energies to your home. As far as Saturn movement is concerned, Shani, the planet of karma, it has started going direct in your 7th house, and the 7th house is a house of your spouse, the house of marriage, and even the house of business partnerships. Shani going direct here is actually a good thing. Until such time that it was in retrogression, you were seeing a lot of hindrances in these particular areas. Perhaps you will start to attract a new life partner to yourself. You could get a marriage proposal. If you have been having a bit of a detached environment with your spouse this particular week, you can see things starting to improve as Shani starts to go forward. If you've been putting in a lot of effort, hard work, dedication, even to your professional life, your personal life, you will see the gains starting to come to you slowly and steadily. But for now, for this particular week, remember, the energies have to be diverted towards your home. Virgo, this week your 3rd house is actually gaining a lot of power. 3rd house is a house of communication, self-expression, short travels, even your siblings, your creative pursuits. So your ruling Lord Mercury is sitting in the 3rd house along with Sun, which is brightening that house, and combust Mars. This is a week where you should actually be putting a lot of creative thoughts and ideas forward. The thing is that all of these activities are going to be enhanced, and while you will actually feel that everything is okay on the outside, or everything will seem okay on the outside, from the inside you will not be quite there. You will feel a certain sense of detachment, and that could make you feel a little unsure in life. You're feeling that lack of grounding, that lack of stability in your life. So here's a little tip for you. If you really want to go forward through this week with a lot more happiness, a lot more joy, set aside 10 minutes to connect to the divine every morning. Set aside 10 minutes to chant Om, set aside 10 minutes to do whatever it is that makes your mind a lot more calmer. And you'll be surprised how you will find that difference in your life by just doing 10 minutes of meditation, yoga, or chanting your mantras. This is a perfect thing for you to do. For students who are wanting to apply for universities abroad, perhaps this is the week when you can start looking into options that are available to you. As far as Shani, Saturn, the planet of karma, is concerned, it is going direct in your 6th house. 6th house is a house of competition, and this is a perfect time for you to beat your competition. This is a good placement for Shani. Libra, a perfect week of financial gains. You can actually see your family backing you, supporting you, even your spouse. In fact, your luck could actually help your spouse attract some sort of financial gains to them. However, if you are in a relationship, a romantic relationship, you may come across as very dominating to your partner. In the same way, if you have children, your children can also find you extremely dominating this week. See, you have the power of speech with you this week. Whatever it is that you say, you can say it with a lot of confidence, and people would like to listen to you. So use this power of speech to be the mentor, to be the guide, to be the person who is able to give their wonderful advice to their children rather than simply forcing them into surrender with your dominance. and this is a perfect way to move forward. The other thing that you have to keep in mind is that Saturn is starting to go direct in your 5th house, which means that you have the ability to actually invest in something wonderful. Focus on your work, focus on the gains that can be coming into your life, and this is a perfect time for you to make some big investments. In fact, whatever it is that you sow now, you can reap the benefits of it in the months or the years to come. So focus on good things, focus on good energies, focus on being the mentor, focus on using your speech the right way rather than simply being egoistic or too dominating. Scorpio, let's see what this week is bringing to you. You are definitely coming back into your power this week. Your 1st house, which is symbolizing you, has your own ruling lord, Mars. It has Sun, which is a facilitator of your professional house, and it has Mercury, the planet of intellect. And all of these 3 planets together are going to bring out your shine and your aura from within. You're definitely going to go and conquer the world, but this conquering is great when we talk about the material aspects of life. When it comes to your spouse, your home, your family, your loved ones, you better keep this conquering on the side, otherwise all hell may break loose. Try and bring out your more loving side when it comes to your relationship, because if you can bring out that loving side to your relationship and bring that conquering side to your workplace, trust you me, you can create a wonderful balance in your life as you move forward into this week. So this is one thing that you have to basically make note of. When it comes to Saturn, Shani, the planet of karma, Shani is starting to go direct in your 4th house. Now Shani going direct in your 4th house means that you're definitely going to be operating in a lot more organized space than what you have not been feeling for a while now. Your home is going to be more organized, your workplace is going to be more organized, your ideas towards your work are going to be more organized. Except that you have to understand that when Shani is going through the 4th house, while it can bring you a lot of opportunities at work, it can also bring you mental tensions related to work. So try not to stress yourself out too much and move forward as a whole lot of plethora of opportunities open up for you. For Sagittarius, what do we have for you this week? Well, your maximum energy is in your 12th house. Whenever the 12th house is activated, it means expenses. It could mean extra spendings on medical bills. It could also mean that you're perhaps wanting to let yourself loose, wanting to set yourself free, and for some of you, you may be feeling a lot more spiritual. What is the best way forward? Do not consume your energy this week too much. Try and restrict that extra energy. Try and be more focused on yourself in terms of a healthy lifestyle. Eat healthy and focus on things like meditation, yoga, running, gymming, walking. Whatever form of exercise can elevate you in terms of your good health. For students also, remember, be very, very focused, because if you're not, you could actually lose out. If you have that option of working from home, try and work from home this week, because this is also going to help you to reset yourself. As far as Shani, Saturn, the planet of karma is concerned, it has started going direct in your 3rd house. Shani going direct in your 3rd house could actually bring a lot of opportunities from overseas, from multinationals, or from places which are far away from you. Perhaps if you're looking for a job outside, or you're looking to shift your job, or you're looking for an opportunity from a multinational, this is a week or this is the month that can bring that opportunity to you. Now for Capricorn, what does this week bring to you? Most of your power this week is in your 11th house. 11th house is a house of gains. It is a house of getting favors from the higher strata. It is a house of getting favors from the government. It is a house of social interactions, your aspirations, your insights, new way of thinking, and literally making more money. So this week is going to bring all of that to you. All of that hard work that you've been putting in until now, this is a time when you're going to be rewarded for all of that hard work. So it's definitely a very, very good time. As far as Saturn is concerned, Shani is concerned, it is your own Lagna Lord and it is going direct in your second house. Shani going direct in the second house means that perhaps you can actually get some windfalls or you could get some ancestral property even. As far as work is concerned, just be a little careful. You may actually get a lot of attention from someone from the opposite sex. While this may sound very, very exciting, this may not be something which will be long term. Enjoy the process, but keep focusing on your work because this is a brilliant week for you to be rewarded for all the wonderful things that you've been waiting for. Aquarius, let's see what is a house that is superbly activated for you this week. It is the 10th house. Now 10th house is a house of profession. How do you move forward this week? Well, there are going to be opportunities galore. What you have to keep in mind is simply to abide by the rules and regulations. Whatever it is that your bosses are telling you, listen to them. Whatever it is that authorities are telling you, listen to them. Basically, abide by all of them, be the good girl or the good boy, and you can actually shine in your workplace. As far as the teamwork is concerned, be the team player. And this is actually a wonderful week for a lot of you to even attract a romantic partner in your workplace. And a lot of you could actually turn that romantic interest into your spouse later, into marriage later. If it is a husband and wife team, as in if the two of you are working together as husband and wife, this week can actually see a lot of opportunities and wonderful ways of making money for you. In terms of Saturn going direct, see, Saturn is going direct in your first house. First house is you, it represents you and your lifestyle. Now Saturn going direct here could actually mean that that little stagnation that you've been feeling in your life will actually start to go away and you will start to see that there is a way forward. There is going to be a lot more comfortable opportunities than what you have been feeling up till now. Except if you are an Aquarius moon sign. If you're in Aquarius moon sign, you're going through your Sadesati, which means that the only way forward is through complete dedication and through complete hard work. There are going to be no shortcuts for you. Pisces, your energy, the maximum energy this week for you is in your 9th house. What is the 9th house? 9th house is your father. It is your mentors, your gurus, your guides. It is also spirituality. It is your fate, your luck in a lot of ways. So this particular week, you will see enhancement in all of that. Your luck could be by your side. Your father could become your biggest support, or else you can actually sense this little aggressive energy between you and your father. What I would really suggest to you this week is to soften your energies towards your father, towards your mentor, your gurus, your guides, and this is the week to bow down to them, to hear what they have to say, to learn from them. And the more you do this week, the more you will seem to benefit. You may feel a certain sense of detachment towards your spouse, and you may be a little self-centered this week. However, this is not the week to be self-centered. This is a week to think of a higher good. This is a week to focus your energies on doing something bigger, not just for yourself, but for the community as a whole. So try and be a little less self-centered this week and try and focus your energies on creating something wonderful, working for a bigger cause, or else if nothing really, then try and take a short trip if you can, which is a spiritual trip, a religious trip. You may actually feel good. If nothing, go to a temple that you really love. Going to the temple itself, sitting there for 5-10 minutes can actually bring your energies into complete balance. Now Saturn is going direct in your 12th house. Saturn going direct in the 12th house means that you have to be a little watchful with your health. However, all those of you who are settled abroad, this is perhaps not a bad time because Saturn going direct in the 12th house could perhaps start bringing you new opportunities suddenly. However, still be watchful of your health as Saturn goes direct and goes through your 12th house. Hope you enjoyed your readings, your predictions for this week. See you next time again. Namaskar.